Hey, where are you guys? I thought we were going together.
Matt, you only just woke up, didn't you?
Yeah, I had a hard time getting to sleep last night. I think it's because of sirens outside.
I even said that I would go by myself and leave you behind. You don't remember that? Today is the day of Ken's game, and we're supposed to go together. You forgot again?
Oh, right. Sorry, honey. You should have woken me up earlier.
I did try to wake you up, and you even said that you would drive him to the event.
Wait, actually. I don't remember that at all. I must have been half asleep. So cut me some slack here. I drank a bit too much last night with the guys.
But you did say that you would drive him to the event. I heard you loud and clear. I don't think you were half asleep. Why did you go drinking last night anyway? You knew you would have to wake up early in the morning. You're really not taking any responsibility for this. You know how important this is to Ken.
Is he mad at me?
He said, Dad's a liar, so I guess he is mad. But now he's so focused on the game that he's probably forgotten and doesn't even care anymore. Just a few minutes ago, he got a signature from one of his favorite programmers. So,
Oh, I see. Well, that's good. As long as he's not mad, then it's fine, right?
it's not good at all. Today was supposed to be a day where you fulfill your role as part of the family and as a father, and you're not doing that at all. You promised him you would take him and spend time with him. Please get your act together, not only for us, but for him as well.
Well, you know I have work reasons. Things come up all the time.
But your coworker, Chris, who also works a lot, still takes his kids' places and spends time with them. So what's your excuse?
How do you know that? Did he tell you? You don't even have his number.
I follow his wife on Instagram. I've even showed you some of her stories.
What? I don't remember that. But Chris doesn't go for drinks with us after work, so that's probably why he's not as busy. Our supervisor doesn't even invite him that often.
But you also don't need to go every single time. You don't even have a high alcohol tolerance. I appreciate that you're working hard at your company and your supervisor likes you, but I wish you would also work hard for our family. Ken is doing well in elementary school. He's acing all his tests and seems to be enjoying himself. And I'm working hard too. It's not just you.
I am sorry about that. I know you've been working hard too, but work has been really busy lately. Things got crazy with the merger and layoffs, you know.
I understand that, but we're both working, and I don't want us to get worn out. And I want to keep working until retirement. We have a son to provide for. I think it's great that we're both working so much. But I do think that family should come first, don't you?
I leave housework and childcare up to you so I can work more. I need to work more since my salary is more than yours anyway.
But he needs a father too. If you understood that, you would be here a bit more and spend more time with him. And you would also help out with the housework.
I understand. I'll try my best.
I'll be coming home a bit late, so can you please get the rice cooking before I get home? You have a day off today, right? So you're at home now?
Sorry, but I won't actually be here for dinner. I'm heading out soon.
Where?
One of my clients happens to live close by and he invited me out for dinner.
Oh, I see.
Sorry. I'll make sure I spend more time with you guys next week. Okay? I've already made these plans with him and promised him I'd be there, so...
I get it, but don't do this again next week, okay? You're not making any plans with clients next weekend, are you? We have our long weekend family vacation, remember?
Don't worry. I'm super excited for it.
Also, you really are working too much. I'm also a bit worried about that.
But I'm totally fine. I have no health issues or anything. My cardiologist says there's nothing wrong with my heart.
That's true for now, but we're already not as young as we once were. We have to take care of ourselves more. We don't want something to happen to us.
Um, I guess you're right. I'll try my best to adjust my work schedule a bit to give myself a rest.
15:29. Good idea. Well, have fun at your dinner.
Thanks. Make sure you and Ken get home safely, and don't catch a cold. It's cold outside. Carolyn, so sorry.
For what this time? Are you apologizing because you're going to come home late again?
Well, that too, I guess, but this is about the long weekend coming up.
You mean our trip?
Yeah, we'll have to cancel it.
What? Why? I told you not to make any weekend plans. Ken was really looking forward to this. This will be his first time in Hawaii.
I know that, but something has come up, and it's pretty serious.
Are you okay? How serious could it be? So serious that you have to cancel your vacation with your family? We've been planning this for months.
The thing is, my parents might be getting a divorce.
But every time I see your parents, they're so happy and get along so well. I can't imagine them wanting to get a divorce.
It's over something kinda petty, I think. What do I call it? It's like they've just been together so long and haven't been completely satisfied in their marriage. So they blew up at each other over something stupid. It seems like it's become something pretty serious, though.
Wow, I can't believe it. But they've been married for almost 35 years.
Yeah. I find it hard to believe, too. That's why I'll have to go visit them this long weekend and figure out what's going on. I mean, they're going to be talking about divorce. I kinda need to be there for it as their only son.
I see. I guess there's not much we can do about that. I'll have to tell Ken when he gets home from school. But they haven't decided to get a divorce yet, right? Are they seriously going to go through with it?
Well, it seems like they both really want to. And of course, I want to be there as the mediator, you know. This is the first time they've had such a big fight like this, so I need to say something at least. But I'm thinking I'll first just listen to what their reasons are.
Yeah. Should we also come along?
No, 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 no. I don't really want him to hear about his grandparents getting a divorce. He's too young to be put in the middle of this, don't you agree? I think it would just be really awkward if both of you were there too.
I suppose so. Well, let me know if there's anything I can do. I'm here for you. Also, if things get really heated, they should probably spend some time away from each other. So, if your dad or your mom needs a place to stay, I'll get the guest room ready.
Good idea. Thank you. I'm really sorry to cancel our vacation since you guys were looking forward to it so much. We finally got some time away from work and could go somewhere together as a family. It really is a shame.
That's exactly how I feel too, but this is important. So let's not get too bummed out about this. And I'm not mad at you this time. You're not at fault for this.
Thank you.
Are you gonna be all right? Even though you're grown up now, it's still pretty upsetting. Hearing that your parents want to get a divorce, isn't it?
Nah, not really. I'm just shocked since they seem to always get along fine. But I'm sure they both have their reasons. I'm glad they didn't do this when I was a kid, though. You'll never know what someone's marriage is really like behind closed doors.
Yeah, I think divorce is even harder for the kids than it is for the parents. Well, I'll find someplace close by for Ken and me to play soccer or something. We were going to use your car for the vacation, but now that you'll have it, we won't be able to go anywhere far.
Oh, right. Sorry. I'm sure you'll find a nice park in one of those expensive-looking residential areas, though. I'm going to try my best to come home as soon as possible, so don't worry.
All right. I trust you. It would have been nice for us to go somewhere as a family for once, though.
Yeah. Next time. When I get home, I'll apologize to Ken for sure.
I'll just tell him that you had to cancel our vacation due to some serious work stuff or something. We don't really know what's going to happen, so you don't need to mention your parents.
Great. Thanks, babe. Well, I better get going now. Have a good day, honey.
Matt, how's it going at your parents' place? Has there been any progress since you got there?
Sorry for not getting back to you sooner. Everything's fine here.
So, what about them mentioning divorce and you being the mediator? How did that go?
Well, about that. They actually made up already. Sorry for making you worry. It really was just some petty argument, and they exaggerated it. They ended up saying they can't live without each other, and now they're back to how they were. They really are made for each other.
Right? They're completely back to normal. They're actually spending time with us right now.
What do you mean? They went all the way there. Are you dreaming or something?
Nope. They're really here. They're playing games with Ken right now.
What? No way. Stop pulling my leg.
I'm not. I'm dead serious.
But they told me they weren't planning on going anywhere for the long weekend. So what on earth are you talking about? And I'm at their place right now. So there's no way they're with you right now. Is this a bad April Fool's Day joke or something?
I should be asking you what on earth you're talking about. You're not actually at their place, are you? And they weren't even thinking about getting a divorce, were they? You made that up.
What? They really did have a huge fight.
I know all your lies now, Matt.
What lies?
I know that the reason behind canceling our family vacation wasn't about your parents wanting to get a divorce. I know you're on vacation with a girl I don't know some.
I don't get where you're getting this from. You know I took the car to my parents' place.
But right after you told me that our plans were canceled, I got a call from your parents. They said they wanted to come visit us for the long weekend. I tried to steer the conversation over to divorce by asking lots of different questions about how they were doing, and the stories just don't match up. They said they haven't talked about divorce at all when I told them what you told me. So obviously this means you were lying to me. This is all kind of funny, isn't it?
Well, why didn't you tell me they wanted to visit us? Doesn't that make you a liar?
But you normally don't even text your parents. You always just leave them on read. That's why they contacted me instead of you.
But I swear they told me that they didn't have any long weekend plans.
You really didn't think this through, did you? What you said and what they said just don't match up. That's why you got caught. Oh, also, I attached a GPS tracker to your car. So you really have no excuse.
You put a tracker on my car? Are you crazy?
Well, you said you were going to their place, and I wanted to see if you really were or not.
Carolyn, this is insane. What's gotten into you? I told you I was going alone to their place. I never mentioned a girl or anything. And it's been a long time since I've gone somewhere without co-workers or anyone. So, this is my vacation.
Do you really think I know this from GPS alone?
No.
The GPS told me where you are, so I've just arrived in front of the motel. I know you're with a girl here, Matt.
But you don't even have your own car.
I asked to borrow my brother's. So now I'm at the same motel as you. Mystical motel, right? So I'm going to be coming to your room now and we can talk face to face. Oh, and don't worry, your parents are taking care of Ken at home. I told them I just needed to go get some more groceries from down the road. So let's talk about this from the very beginning. How about that? And also about our divorce. Matt, I've given this a lot of thought and I've come to my decision. I think it's best if we end this marriage and get a divorce as soon as possible. We'll need to discuss child support and who gets what. So please tell me a day that works for you.
No, I'd really rather not. We don't need to get a divorce.
I don't think you have the right to make that decision.
But I told you everything already. I even showed you the Instagram messages with Haley. So I'm not even hiding anything from you. And I cut ties with Haley completely. I even blocked her on Instagram. She means nothing to me. Can't you see how much I've changed?
Of course I thought about that, but cheating is unforgivable. So I would still like a divorce. Since we have Ken, it was a hard decision. I really wanted you to just treat us better and get your act together, but you're obviously incapable of that, so I finally made up my mind.
But I told you everything because I don't want to get a divorce. I still love you.
Yeah, so I don't love you anymore. I still want to get a divorce.
We've been together for so long now. How can you choose to get a divorce this soon? This means that you value yourself more than Ken and our marriage.
But you put yourself first all the time. This is my time to put myself and Ken first. This is the best choice for all of us. What we do has nothing to do with us anymore.
Yeah, it's true I took our family for granted. I admit. It. But I still don't want to get a divorce. Think about all we've been through. Remember all the good times?
I didn't really want to either at first, but this all happened because you cheated. I didn't do anything wrong. It's your fault. Yet now you want to make up with me?
I told you many times that what I had with Haley was because I just needed a break from work and you were always busy with work or Ken. A guy needs to take a rest every once in a while. You know what I mean?
Haley seemed to think it was more than that, though. She said you told her we hadn't slept together since Ken was born. And she was waiting for you to divorce me so you could marry her. She was bawling her eyes out, remember?
But you and Ken are more important to me than her. She was nothing.
If you really cared more about us, then why did you put her first? Maybe if you actually put us first and were always there for us, I maybe wouldn't have decided to divorce you. But that's not the case, is it? For more than half a year, you kept putting her first and lying to me.
I know. I admit that I've been a terrible husband and father.
But you even told her in one of the messages that you couldn't stand us and can't wait to be with her. So you wanted to get rid of your family, didn't you? So why are you saying you don't want a divorce now?
You know that's not true. I only said that in the heat of the moment. Like a stream of consciousness kind of thing, but I wasn't in my right mind. Believe me.
So you mean you were even lying to her?
Well, yeah, when you put it that way.
You're quite the piece of work. I can't believe you're the man I married. So this whole marriage has been a scam, hasn't it?
How dare you call our marriage a scam? You know how badly I wanted to marry you. Remember our wedding vows?
Yeah. But you married me without any intention of keeping those promises. You said that you would never lie and always be sincere in your vows.
Come on. You're getting way off topic. Aren't I being sincere now? You know I'm choosing you and Ken now.
Oh, no. I think this is right on topic. I'm even looking at a screenshot of one of your conversations with Haley right now.
Screenshot?
You told her that you were going to break up with me after the motel. So you didn't actually cut ties with her after all, though, did you? That was a lie, too. You told her that you broke up with me and kept seeing her. I can't believe you, Matt. You even said to her that you would divorce me as soon as possible. How dumb do you think we are? Do you really think you could come this far without getting caught?
How come you're with Haley right now?
At the motel when we talked, you even got on your knees and apologized, remember? You let me see all your Instagram conversations and said that you had been seeing someone. That left her speechless. I mean, who wouldn't be? She found out that someone who promised to marry her is crying and apologizing to his wife on his knees.
Haley is tricking you. I've chosen my family and she's just trying to ruin that. Before that, she was 100 on board with marrying me. Now she's done a 180 and wants to get her revenge.
Aren't you the one who's ruined our family? Oh, by the way, I recorded your latest conversation with Haley.
You recorded it? How?
So, no matter what you say, it doesn't mean anything to me now. Support and divorce settlement. Oh, and I'll be asking for alimony as well. I introduced Haley to my lawyer. She's going to be suing you for breaking off the engagement and lying to her. I'll help her with whatever she needs from me, of course.
Hold on. I really want to keep living with you and Ken. Trust me.
You just don't want to pay anything or take responsibility for your actions. This all happened because you were lying to both me and to Haley, you know? We see your true colors now. So please admit that this is all you're doing.
Carolyn, I really am sorry. Don't you believe me? I'm 100 going to break it off with Haley. So please just believe me. I'll try my best to be a better husband and father. You know how much I love you guys.
Actually, Haley said she has no intention of getting back together with you, so there's no need for that. And of course, I don't want to either. I can't believe my own husband has lied to me, kept secrets from me, and betrayed me like this. Next time we talk will be when we sign the divorce papers.
Hold on. Don't we need to discuss this more? What about our son? We can't get a divorce if it's one-sided, you know. You really want to give up on our marriage this easily?
That's not a problem. It's about time both of us give up on this marriage. Everyone is on my side in this case. Divorces can definitely be one-sided, Matt. No one is going to argue with me about this. There's no need for more discussion. Goodbye, Matt. On behalf of all women, stay away from us. After that, there was a lot of back and forth with the lawyers and with our parents, but it was all finally settled. As I thought, no one was opposed to it at all. Matt's parents were mortified at what he had done and practically disowned him. Matt tried to emphasize the fact that we have a son, but both of our parents said that he wasn't even being a good father to Ken anyway. They were furious with him, saying that being a husband and father is something you can take for granted. He couldn't argue with that, of course. So he signed the divorce papers like I thought he would, including all my demands for the separation of assets, settlement, alimony, and child support. Seeing him completely deflated like that, I felt a little sorry for him. But, of course, lying and cheating isn't something one can forgive. He destroyed our family, and that hasn't changed. Haley also doesn't seem to have forgiven Matt for his betrayal. Her case has been taken up by the media, and she is being very vocal about the immorality of lying about your identity. Needless to say, this has made things very awkward for Matt. I didn't know it at the time, but Haley and Matt are co-workers. The majority of them seem to be on Haley's side, and Matt has been getting the cold shoulder. Eventually, he had to resign from his position as the operations manager. Since he still has to pay child support and alimony, he can't just not work, so he will have to find something. So far, though, he seems to be having trouble. Since his bad reputation precedes him everywhere he goes, I think he'll have his tail between his legs until these rumors die down. Then he can find a different job, maybe. My son and I are living life just as we were before, and things are going great. When I told Ken your father and I are getting a divorce, he just hugged me really tightly. He said, "Then I'll protect you from now on, Mom." He's such a sweet boy. He deserves to have a real father in his life. Even though he's only in grade 4, he is very in touch with his feelings and the world around him. I'm very happy that I've raised such a gentle, kind boy. But I'm worried that he's taking on way too much all at once by being so considerate towards me. I think there is still an element of shock, so both of us need to really take care of ourselves from now on. But after the divorce, my parents and former in-laws have cared for Ken a lot, which I'm grateful for. Every weekend, someone takes Ken somewhere fun, and he looks happier than ever. I'd noticed that whenever his father disappointed him, he wouldn't smile. I want to keep him smiling, so I make sure that I show him even more love and affection these days. and I promise myself once again to never let him down like his father did. I have nothing but my unwavering love for my son. I will always tell him that he is my priority before he becomes a man and goes on his own path. He'll be a better man than his father was.